What is up, everybody? Welcome into the show. This is the San Francisco 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr., and as always, no matter where you are or how you're tuned in, thank you so much for making today's show a part of your day. It is a beautiful Thursday, March 5th. If you're watching this show after the fact, that's great too. I'm just glad all of you are hanging out here with me. Coming up on the show, the 49ers just got more breaking news with their coaching staff, and I'm going to get you caught up with a lot of the hires that the Niners have made to this coaching staff, and that's all coming up here over the next several minutes. Let's begin here, though. Are you a diehard Niner fan? Do you want to be a part of a great Niners community right here on YouTube? Do you want to become a more informed Niners fan? Rock with us right here on the San Francisco 49ers Report with yours truly, Chase Sr. And hit that subscribe button for daily Niners news and updates. Free agency is getting underway on Monday. We'll be live all week right here on the channel. We're getting close to 200,000 subscribers, so join the movement and hit that sub button right now. Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network reporting this news just moments ago that the 49ers have hired Matt Eberflus as their assistant head coach of the defense. Eberflus, the former Bears head coach and most recently the Cowboys defensive coordinator, fills a key role vacated when Gus Bradley left for Tennessee. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, Matt Eberflus is a pretty good football mind, but he hasn't been looked at in the best light over the last couple of years, and it's been a rough stretch for him as a head coach and as a defensive coordinator. Now, he served as the Colts defensive coordinator from 2018 through 2021, and those Colts defenses were really good, and they had a couple of coaches on that staff who ended up getting jobs elsewhere or were able to get promotions. And Eberflus used that opportunity when he was the Colts DC after coaching for a very long time to get the Bears head coaching job from 2022 through 2024. It's actually kind of amazing that Eberflus was a head coach for 3 years until he got fired late in the 2024 season, because I'm not kidding when I say this. I think Matt Eberflus is one of the worst head coaches I have ever seen in the history of the National Football League. His teams were ill-prepared. His teams were sloppy. They turned the ball over a lot. With game management, he was a disaster, and Chicago went 14-32 under his watch. So he gets fired by the Bears. Brian Schottenheimer, first-year head coach last year for the Cowboys, hired Eberflus as his defensive coordinator in 2025, and that Cowboys defense was really bad, and he got fired. Now, I don't think that this is a bad decision by Kyle Shanahan to hire Matt Eberflus to his staff as an assistant. He's not being hired as a head coach. That's great. He is not being hired to be the Niners defensive coordinator. And I always like to say this. I'm a fan of putting together a coaching staff with as many quality coaches as possible, because coaching depth, I think, is really important. And this is a person in place who could be a plan to take over at defensive coordinator if Raheem Morris were to get a head coaching job after the 2026 season, because of what has transpired with the Niners with some of these great DCs over the years. Robert Saleh twice now, and of course, DeMeco Ryans with Houston. And you're bringing in somebody who is going to be around the team in 2026. Do I want Matt Eberflus to be the Niners defensive coordinator in 2027 if it comes to that? No, but this is a depth hire to the coaching staff. And to Kyle Shanahan's credit, he does have a good eye for quality coaches. A lot of the coaches who he has ended up hiring have gone on to become head coaches. You look at Clint Kubiak now. You look at Mike McDaniel, who got that head coaching job with Miami. Robert Saleh, DeMeco Ryans. Other coaches have been able to get promotions. Jeff Hafley, who's the head coach of the Dolphins now, used to work on this Niners coaching staff. So Kyle Shanahan, the son of a coach, does have a good eye for quality coaches. But this Cowboys defense last year was really hard to watch. On offense, Dallas was really good. Points per game, they were fifth at 27.7. Yards per game, they were second. Yards per play, third. Third down percentage, 10th. Red zone percentage, not great at 16th. But look at those numbers on defense. Abysmal. Dead last in points per game allowed at 30.1. Yards per game, 30th. Yards per play, 31st. Third down rate, dead last in the NFL. Red zone percentage, 30th. When you look at those 5 categories there, and the Niners are at least bottom 3 in all of them, that's why Matt Eberflus is no longer the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. Some of it was personnel. Jerry Jones didn't do the best job of loading up that roster, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They got a little bit better after that Quinnen Williams trade, but mostly all season long, Eberflus's defense really, really struggled. As Tom Pelissero had noted, this is the role that Gus Bradley had for the 49ers in 2025. Similar path here, right? The Niners last year hired Robert Saleh. What did they do? They hired Gus Bradley to be the assistant head coach of the defense. Gus Bradley, a former head coach. Now the Niners have hired Raheem Morris. Matt Eberflus, a former head coach, is now the assistant coach and head coach of the defense. So today's poll question is this. I want you to let your voices be heard here on the show. Do you like this hire for the 49ers? Type yes, type no. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comment section right now. The 49ers, as of right now, have not officially released what their 2026 coaching staff is or what it's going to be, but we do have some more Niners coaching staff news coming up just around the corner. You know what's also coming up just around the corner? St. Patrick's Day. And if you want to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, do it by becoming a member of the Bay Area Drinking Team and support the show and support the Chat Sports movement here. St. Patrick's Day is always fun. You go out, you hit a couple of bars, you're with some good people, you have some good laughs, you drink some green beer, you rock a green Bay Area Drinking Team shirt, or if you want a black shirt with the white text and the red outline, Bay Area Drinking Team shirts available in black as well. All you have to do to get ready for St. Patrick's Day is go to chatsports.com/NinersGreen. And if you want to pair that shirt, either green or black, with a hat, we've got Beers hats available as well so that you can look awesome and you can attract some eyeballs and you can start some conversations with some of our Chat Sports exclusive gear. Bunch of different colors with those hats available as well at chatsports.com/beers. I know a lot of you are watching the show right now on this Thursday and you're like, Chase, will it get to me by St. Patrick's Day next Saturday? We are taking off $4.75 from the shipping. So if you hit that drop down arrow, you can get express shipping actually down from $8.99 to $5. We'll save you money on that front so that it ships on the next business day. And then your estimated delivery, as you see here, would be March 9th so that you get either your hat and or your shirts by St. Patrick's Day. So select that drop-down window, get express shipping. We're giving you a deal on that, down from $9 to $5. We appreciate all of your support. As for Cameron Clemmons, a name to know now for this Niners coaching staff, and a lot of you probably haven't realized that he's been on this staff over the last couple of years. He is going from being the assistant offensive line coach under Chris Forster to tight ends coach. Tight ends coach was Brian Fleury, who is now the Seahawks offensive coordinator, taking over for Clint Kubiak, the Super Bowl champion, who is now the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Clemmons has been working his way up in the coaching ranks for a little while. He's served as the Niners assistant offensive line coach the last 2 years, so 2024 and 2025. Before that, he was the Raiders assistant offensive line coach for 3 years. Broke into the National Football League with the New England Patriots under Bill Belichick in 2017 as part of the Bill Walsh Fellowship Program. And then prior to that, he got his coaching career start as a grad assistant and offensive quality control coach with the Tennessee Volunteers. So Clemmons will be the tight ends coach. Fleury is a guy who George Kittle was very tight with, and I think the Niners have done a pretty damn good job of developing tight ends. George Kittle, look at what they did this past year with Jake Tonches as well. Jerry Gray is going to be the Niners defensive backs coach in 2026. He follows Raheem Morris from Atlanta to San Francisco, and Jerry Gray has been coaching for decades and decades at this point. He is going to replace Daniel Bullocks, who the Niners let go. Jerry Gray, as a player, was an All-American at Texas in college, a 2-time second-team All-Pro at the NFL level, a 4-time Pro Bowler. He won the Pro Bowl MVP in 1990 when that game was actually watchable. And how about this? He played with John Lynch with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they were rocking those creamsicle jerseys in 1993. That was John Lynch's rookie year. And now they reunite with Lynch as the GM and Jerry Gray as the DB's coach. He has been an NFL coach since all the way back in 1997. Anytime there is breaking Niners news, I'm always talking about it right here on the show. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we keep you in the know with all things San Francisco every single day, year round.